From the very first ballet class I took, like many other dancers, I was in front of a mirror in the classroom. We use the mirror to control our positions, to correct things. It's essential for our development as a dancer. This is the belief system that I have held for my entire career. So is the mirror really necessary at all? This was a question that some researchers of dancers wanted to put to the test. So they took a group of college dance students, and divided them into two groups. One group for the whole semester had classes with a mirror in the traditional way. The other class, however, had their classes in a room without a mirror. And the results were surprising. The dancers that did not have the mirror did not feel like they were missing out at all. They said that they could feel where they were much better in space, so they had better proprioception and kinesthetic awareness. They could correct things and feel it in their body more, and they did not have any negative impact of the mirror on the body. The dancers with the mirror, the biggest difference was that they had more problems with their body image. They weren't happy with what they saw. They were more likely to develop eating disorders by looking at what they saw in the mirror and never being satisfied. So I started thinking about my own experience. As I said, as a dancer, I think the mirror is an essential component of learning. But this made me question that. And looking back in my career, when I danced with the Pacific Northwest Ballet in Seattle, we did 65 performances of the Nutcracker in a single season. So we did a matinee and evening performance every single day, and we were in the theater for over a month. Before every performance, we were required to take a full ballet class. So for that whole time, a month and a half in the theater, I was taking 2 classes a day without a mirror. And what happened? When I came back after doing that stint of Nutcrackers, and I was in a traditional ballet classroom again, my feet were gorgeous. They went from being good feet to amazing feet. And I remember when I was in the stage, on the stage taking class, the dancers in that company had extraordinary feet. I had good feet, but they had exceptional feet. And so every time I did a tendu, I thought about really using my metatarsals and pushing my metatarsals out and kind of popping them up to get a little extra angle on my tendus and on my point. And the results were astounding. They were much better than they were in the class where I had a mirror in front of me. So the moral of the story is, perhaps it would be good to not always rely on the mirror for feedback. Rely on feeling it in your body. I think the mirror can be good, especially for beginners to learn and to figure out where your head and your arms should be. But I think if we do that exclusively and then expect to perform on stage where we don't have the mirrors for feedback, it's a huge leap. We need to be able to feel what our bodies are doing. So maybe if you can get your teachers to have you face away from the mirror, at least a couple times a week for class, that would be a good start.